question. We know that reports have started to swirl surrounding this whole offseason. Ken Rosenthal a few weeks ago, Bob Nightingale, that they're entertaining at this moment trade offers for Bo Bichette because he is a pending UFA. And last week, Ken Rosenthal said the Jays are open to trading for Bo Bichette as long as it's for a high price. So rumors are starting to fly surrounding Bo, and that kind of transitions into this now. We know teams like the Braves have been interested in Bo Bichette. Obviously, the Padres, a bunch of different teams, Dodgers. But if the Jays at this point, Peter, are pursuing, and either way, they have an offer on the table for Hai-Seong Kim. That is confirmed. They must either be confident in their ability to move Bo Bichette if he accepts the offer, or they're going to use Kim as a different utility, super utility guy. Maybe they play him at third base, and they've had that conversation before. But either way, it doesn't bode great for the future of Bo Bichette in Toronto. And you mentioned it, we've both been talking about it. Even the Andres Gimenez trade, that's kind of a precursor to what's, I think, going to be a bigger move. We're seeing trade rumors fly off the table. This is a pitcher for Bo Bichette. His value is super low right now, which is absurd that trades are coming out. Again, this is just from a writer, but this is kind of illustrate how low his value is right now. A top prospect, albeit, but one prospect for Bo Bichette, who is one of the best shortstops for the past 3 or 4 years here. It seems to me that Bo Bichette's time in Toronto might be coming to an end with the way that they've handled this offseason thus far, and both offering Hai-Seong Kim a contract as well as getting Andres Gimenez, in a pretty big trade that they didn't necessarily need to make, although I do think it makes the team better. But he would be a great shortstop as well, and is probably the shortstop of the future, assuming Bo Bichette leaves or is traded in the next month or two.
Yeah, and I don't know if you saw this, Nick, the farm system rankings around Major League Baseball. Yeah, they were near the bottom. And that just shows you what the outlook is like for this Blue Jays team. The last couple of homegrown players that they brought up that were of any substance was who? It was Bo and it was Vladdy. And then apart from that, they haven't really developed any. But okay, maybe Alejandro Kirk has developed into a nice offensive piece for them, a two-way catcher, whatever. But it's they've really missed the boat on their opportunity to do anything of substance in the past few years. Their teams were stacked. Their pitching was very good a couple of years ago, and they failed to capitalize. Now, I don't know if this Blue Jays team is worse than the version that we saw last year. Only time will tell. You still got to play the games. You still got to actually get to that 74 win total that you did last year in order to say that you were better. But I find it hard to see the light at the end of the tunnel because of the lack of farm system, because of the lack of clarity with the current Major League squad. And the writing has been on the wall there for Bo Bichette for what feels like just a bit over a year now. And in terms of Vladdy, I mean, we were all hopeful that they would get something done. And the words that Vladdy was uttering, saying that he wanted to be a Blue Jay, saying that he wanted to remain with this organization for life, I mean, those all held a lot of weight up until this offseason has just been flying by, and there's no progress made between the two sides. Because if you're Vladdy, I understand wanting to stay in Toronto and build a legacy there, but at the same time, if you're his agent, how are you not advising him to hit free agency after all of the contracts that we've seen just handed out like candy in the past couple of years? I understand as Jays fans, we don't want him to hit free agency because then it's fair game. Anyone could swoop in and get him. But Nick, I don't know how you see it, but there's no way, in my opinion, that he doesn't test free agency. And then for Bo, I mean, you might as well just try to get something for him at this point, because I just don't think there's any way that they keep him around.
Yeah, I think there's a high likelihood that they trade him this offseason and then sign either someone else to play short or rock Andres Gimenez and Will Wagner at second base and see what goes from there. But reports are picking up surrounding Bo. Signings like this, or at least offers given like this, are indicating that they might not see Bo Bichette as a part of their at least future beyond this season. So let us know down below what your thoughts are on that. The unfortunate thing is this would be trading Bo Bichette and selling him at his lowest value. So hopefully if they do end up making a move, it's for something that has Jays fans excited, because a lot of Jays fans haven't felt excitement for a very long time. But that'll wrap it up. Let us know down below what your thoughts are on this, and let us know what your thoughts are on the Bo Bichette trade talks. See you guys later.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year as well.